reboot several films from its library, including Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Its president, David Robinson, said Morgan Creek's plan was not to simply remake the film, but to do a follow-up in which Ace Ventura passes the mantle to a new character, such as a long-lost son or daughter. Don't. How's that?
Did you see Dumb and Dumber 2?
Yeah. Ironically, I did for the first time this week.
Oh, I'm not ever going to.
Not as bad as you think, but not good.
Yeah. But I'm saying is, don't do that.
Don't do it. I mean, at least with Dumb and Dumber 2, it had the guys.
Right. This would have him in the beginning and then that
yeah.
be it.
I will say that, yeah. I will. Well, I'll talk about it more with Dumb and Dumber when we do the film.
Was that what you watched?
I did, yeah. I wanted to know. But yeah, not as bad as I thought. Not good, but I thought it was going to be much worse.
So we get to Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Yes.
And one of several aliases. He is working for HDS.
Which is
UPS.
UPS upside down.
Yeah.
I want to laugh at it, but I'm like, that's actually kind of clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's smashing a box like UPS does. I know you do this.
Yep.
Kicking it and being comedic. Has a big fat belly, like a... We find out what the big fat belly is. He gets to the building to deliver said package after...
Throwing it down the stairs.
Throwing it down the stairs, getting it caught in the elevator a couple times, and going, oh, excuse me.
No. And straight up using it as a soccer ball on the way to the...
door.
To the door, and then kicking a field goal.
Yep.
Foreshadowing. To the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hello, sir. HDS, sir.
Yes, a rather gruff, angry-looking gentleman answers the door.
He answers the door and says, what do you want? Like, all right, dude, chill.
It's a package. It's broken. Here's an insurance form.
No, sign here, initial here, and then the dog shows up. He's like, that's a nice dog. You mind if I pet him? I don't give a rat's ass. Alrighty then. And he's just over the top.
And you do what you normally would do with but he goes over the top because it's Gary. And when he comes up to get the format, that's good. Thank you.
I'll fill out the rest. Thank you. You have a good day, sir.
And books it.
Yeah.
Kicks, rocks, quick, fast, and in a hurry because he has said dog. Yes. The reason why he had a big poofy belly is because he did the old doggo switcheroo.
Yeah, he had a stuffed dog that he switched with the real dog, and then the gruff man notices that the dog won't leave the door, so he throws something at it, and it won't move.
Which, if that was the real dog, Jesus...
Does he really look like the guy who gives a shit?
I'm aware.
He has the dog because he's keeping it from his
ex-wife,
prostitute.
We
I don't know. Considering what she does as a thank you,
right.
I'm just making suggestions here. And he picks it up, realizes it's a fake dog, gets all pissed off, and we cut to Ace in the car.
Yep. Car won't start.
And he's just like, well, this happens a lot. I'll just give it a minute. Bang! Or I can try it now. And
I do like he actually has a little sliding tray with doggy treats for the dog.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would make sense, right?
And the guy's smashing the front, the side, the back. He's like, well, can you give me a push while you're back there, pal?
Alrighty. And then, of course, you have to make the stupid jokes of, like he's looking in the rearview mirror, and it's like, warning, assholes are closer than they appear.
Hey, note to Ace, don't insult the large gentleman with the baseball bat attempting to kill your car.
Wait,
trying to kill you.
You think that's going to make it, that puts him over the top? He's like, I was going to kill you before, but now that you called me an asshole, I'm really going to kill you.
You don't know. He could have taken it personally.
I don't think that man will take the word
the dog bites him, and then Ace bites him.
Yeah, because he's
and that causes him to fly out the back. Yeah. Car starts. He takes off.
Car had already started. He was hanging on T-1000 style. And then dog bit one hand, and then Ace bit the second hand. And did his over the top, bark of, and guy went flying, and now Ace can't see out of the.
And for the rest of the film, he is driving with his head out the window because the front of his car is smashed.
Yes.
So, I think the more comedic is that the dog, of course, head out the window like dogs do, but then Ace's head is out the window. Ace doing
the same thing and barking as well.
So he brings the dog back to the owner, who I'm pretty sure was a Playboy Playmate of some sort. Yes. She had the look about her.
That's who you hire for this role.
How could I ever repay you?
And he's like, well, the reward would be good.
Yeah, the money.
Yeah. But, he's like, my there was some damage to my car. It's a high-performance machine, so I had to fill it with premium. And then she kisses him. And then just says, or I could take your pants off instead. And he goes, gee, let me think. Sure. and then comedically is flying all over the room
with his pants still on, by the way.
Yeah, that always bugged me as a kid.
It's because he's like gyrating so much that his like waist is being shown above camera.
And I always thought it was because of maybe the widescreen.
Yeah,
because the VHS that I saw this movie more times was like, oh well, maybe it was just too big. No, it's on the widescreen version too. Yeah,
you sure are friendly around here.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Cut to nighttime. Mm-hmm. The Dolphin Stadium. I forget the name of it.
Dolphin Stadium's good enough for me.
Yeah. The dolphin is taken. We find out later Snowflake.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's my issue.
Yeah.
Because we all know how this movie ends.
Yes.
And the man's hands
is a dude.
Yep. You can.
Yep.
Like.
Yep.
It is clear as day that is a man, baby.
Yep. That is straight up a dude.
I've never seen Sean Young's hands in person. I'm assuming they're not those hands.
I've seen them in the film, and they don't look like that.
Yeah, so...
yeah, no, I agree. I think this is where it has to... I think I have to go shut up, it's a movie, because...
Yeah.
The operation that would be required... Well, no. The hands, yes, okay, I can understand that, but this is clearly a man. Technically... Sean Young or Ray Finkel / Lois.
Plus the build is different as well.
Could have
the build of this person, because they don't show the face, they just show like the body and the arms.
Maybe.
No, it is a guy.
Maybe, hang on. Maybe Finkel Einhorn hasn't revealed him herself to her. This is going to get very complicated. Henchman. So he / she is purposely making her ambiguous. That's a mouthful. I'm not doing that again. So now it's Einhorn, her. How's that?
I think it's just jet up its movie, but still.
Yes.
They get the dolphin. Mm-hmm. The getaway is a lot better than it was in The Boys.
Yep.
Watch The Boys on Amazon. You'll get the joke.
Mm-hmm.
Ace Ventura coming home.
Mm-hmm.
Uses a leaf from a palm tree.
And just sort of carries it over like he's a walking tree. And
that's what works.
Yeah. Gets up to his apartment, and he's got a stack of them, so he does this every day.
Right.
And then and this is a great line.
Ventura!
Yes, Satan?
Oh!
I'm sorry, sir. I thought you were someone else. Such a great line.
It's the landlord.
Mm-hmm, Mr. Shikadance.
Yeah.
Who is surprisingly... Like, here's another logic problem I have, but he is surprisingly helpful, because he's like, he's like, you're late on the rent, and he goes, hey, look at this. I'm looking for this fucking bird. It's $25,000. When I get it, you're paid. And then he's cool with that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But I do have a question, because Shikadance goes, I heard animals in there. I heard them scratching around in there. And he's like, I don't have any animals. What's all the pet food for? Fiber.
Yeah, I eat it.
Yeah, and then he's just like...
Hey, Mel Gibson eats milk bones in the fucking Lethal Weapon movie.
This is true. And then he just sort of goes, do you want to take a look around? And then he puts the key in the lock, and he shakes it like 3 times, which is clearly signaling the animals get the fuck away. Yeah. And he opens the door, nothing around, even though there's like a...
Which cut to him training all of those animals to, when Daddy does this,
yeah,
you all hide.
This is my problem. Alright, so the landlord doesn't see anything, says, don't let me see an animal, and then he fucking says, come to me, my jungle friends, and everybody fucking shows up.
Which, I'm sorry, that many animals of that different types, there's going to be a smell. Well, there's going to murder each other, but there's going to be a smell.
Oh, absolutely. But, okay.
He's got dogs and cats and penguins and birds and ferrets and raccoons.
Here's my problem. Here's where the logic, and I'm sure it's going to be shut up, it's a movie. I understand that, like, clearly Mr. Shikadance is really cool and lets him pay whenever the fuck he's got the money.
Right.
Why would Ace Ventura, who has a fucking menagerie, live in a building that doesn't allow pets?
Yeah.
That's idiotic. Now, clearly, we did that to set up this scene. And I get that. But it still makes no sense logically.
There's not a whole lot of pet-friendly buildings, is there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there wouldn't be cool with a skunk and an otter. Or penguins. But dogs and cats, yeah. Most apartments don't give a shit.
But it's the fact that he has Noah's Ark in his apartment.
Yeah, and I mean, in all fairness, it's a walk-up. Like, most people don't give a shit.
So the boss of the Dolphins wants Snowflake.
Yes.
these boys on this team are very superstitious, and we don't have the dolphin. We're gonna lose the Super Bowl.
Yeah, find me that fish.
Because he's like, I got a boy who hasn't washed his jockey straps in 2 years because he thinks flies are lucky.
Yeah, and
poor Melissa and Roger have to be like,
I don't know how to respond to this information, but okay.
We're working on it. We're checking animal rights groups.
We're checking the animal rights groups. We have the cops in on it, and then whatever. So, this is when they go outside and they see Martha Metz. And she's just like, have you ever thought of a pet detective? And
like,
what? A what? Well, he finds pets. He found my dog a little while ago. It's like, well, we're going to leave it to professionals. She goes, oh no, he was quite good. And
did you also pay him?
Yeah, how did you pay him, Martha? You're a trollop, aren't you?
So they hire Ace. They go from literally like, what's a pet detective, to the next scene, Ace Ventura rolls up to the stadium.
Well, no, what ends up happening is he's trying to find the bird. He sees the bird that he's trying to find.
And dies.
And yeah, he jumps on, like he tries to catch it on a roof, slides off the roof, fucking Clark Griswold style, and lands in a bunch of garbage.
But instead of a house, it's a 4-story building, maybe 5-story
and he
building?
lands in the garbage, and he's doing his what can only be called the Jim Carrey, because it happens in every fucking movie. And then he gets beeped.
Yeah.
And then he drives up to the stadium.
That's the first of, I'm pretty sure, 3 or 4 times that this character should have been killed.
Yes.
But okay.
It's a cartoon.
And then he pulls in cartoonish style.
Like a glove.
And goes
Told
up
you there were going to be impressions.
Goes up to Melissa's office. Oh, hi. How are you? Explains the situation while he comedically eats sunflowers. Would you like an ashtray?
Sunflower seeds, and he's sprinkling the shells on the thing. And she goes, would you like an ashtray? I don't smoke. It's a disgusting habit. And he smiles, and there's fucking nothing but shells in his face. And I'm like, ha-ha! Every smoker everywhere is looking at him going, he's right. I smoke.
And
that's gross too.
And eat sunflower seeds disgustingly.
Actually, I kind of do.
Again, he is bird-like.
Yeah, he's well. Actually, no. The way he's doing it is actually how you're supposed to eat sunflower seeds.
Oof.
Yeah,
gross.
I've never the proper, quote unquote, proper way. It's fucking weird.
Yeah. So they take him to said tank, who's been emptied.
Yes.
Climbs in, does a menagerie of old '60s Star Trek impersonations of Captain Kirk and Bones and Scotty.
Yeah, and then the press
and
show.
Roger and Melissa are like,
oh, what the fuck did we just hire?
Idiot did we just hire?
Yeah. And then, so this is when the press shows up, as I mentioned before, and they're trying to get a shot of the thing, but they're trying not to show that the dolphin's missing because they don't want to cause a panic yet, and they want it to be secret. So Melissa's like, get out of the tank, dumbass. Get the fuck out. And this is
wouldn't they not hear the dolphins swimming around? Because you would hear.
Not if they're making a ton of noise. They probably wouldn't hear.
Fair.
They do, but that's actually why the deleted scene actually works better, because they definitely show that he's not in there, and they're asking where he is, and Ace's ridiculousness sort of puts them off of the question.
Fair.
So it actually kind of works. But yeah,
we don't get that. We just get him going to the filter and finding a small red ruby type.
Yeah, it looks like a little stone, but he's very happy and gravy.
Because he figures it out more or less.
Which, by the way, for 10 years after this fucking movie, anytime something good happened, I would always say gravy. I eventually had to stop because I got sick of explaining it to people.
So Ace goes to the cop shop, and they laugh him out pretty much.
Yep.
Because he's the joke, right? He's the pet detective.
Yes.
You know, Sergeant Aguero kills a roach. Like, homicide, Ventura.
How are you going to solve that one? Like the intro.
Yeah. And then he just basically
does
completely roasts him, does a fucking, like, judo throw.
Yeah. Come on.
To the point where he takes Aguero's face and puts it right up to the bum.
Now you two kiss and make up.
They kind of, get off me, Ventura. Goes to his only friend in the precinct,
Tone
Emilio.
Loc. I want my friend to be Tone Loc, I'm just saying.
Who does look like he's had, I guess, pardon the expression, an ass full.
Yeah, he's had an ass full
of Ace, because then he goes, excuse me, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, well, it's because he helps him out a little bit. He's like, well, who's doing it? He's like, Aguado. He's like, oh, okay.
After pressure.
Yes.
Because I'm like, he does not want his ass speaking to him.
It's also because Einhorn is coming.
Yeah, and he doesn't
And
want...
he's like, and clearly she's a problem. So I don't want to talk to your ass.
I do like that he's on the chair. I
Yeah.
can't hold